Definitely a hot take, but I don't think relationships should be equal. Speaking in general, men and women have different strengths, and that's why partnerships work. I really don't think that relationships should be equal. I don't think I should be working and he should be working and we should be making the same amount of money and doing the same chores, and I don't think that works. And I'm definitely not saying don't work and be submissive to your partner. That's not it at all. Just focus on your strengths. My boyfriend takes care of, he's a manly man in a sense, takes care of things, happy to do it. I'm a total mama at heart. I love making sure that people that I love are taken care of and things go smoothly for them. And that's not saying that things aren't going on in my life. I still do my own shit and also take care of people. I also think it's really important to let a man be a man. If he wants to pay for something or he wants to do something, let him, okay? Just let him. It fuels his ego. And it's really not to say that you can't do it. It's just let a man be a man.
We're talking about tradwives again today, and oh my God, do I have a story for you. TikTok ruined my husband of 12 years. Now he wants a tradwife and we're getting divorced. I'm going to go through and summarize the article, but basically that they got married, they were never a traditional couple, they both worked, they both had the same hours at work, and all of a sudden he started watching tradwife content and idolizing a specific content creator and started making mean, nasty comparative comments to her and talking about how now he wants a submissive tradwife. Even though she said she never wanted to be a homemaker or a stay-at-home mom, and they had been living 12 years of their marriage with a very, very equal dynamic, and all of a sudden he becomes verbally abusive. He says he wants a submissive wife, that he deserves better, and yada, yada, yada. He ends up contacting other women, having emotional affairs, and now they're getting divorced, quote unquote, because he deserves better. Now, as someone who does have a semi-50s aesthetic and is a stay-at-home mom, I often get lumped into this idea of being a tradwife. But I want to start off by saying there's nothing wrong with having traditional gender roles as long as that's something, as the woman, you want to participate in and you feel safe and supported in doing so. Same thing with dressing modestly. I don't think there's a problem with a woman choosing to dress modestly or a woman choosing to stay home with her children because that's how she feels the most fulfilled. I think the problem comes in when that's the type of woman a man is searching for, because usually they're doing that to search for somebody who they can be dominant over. And tradwife content can kind of lean into the fantasies of men like this, these men who are wishing to have this submissive, dominant role within their marriages. And what you see online absolutely has an element of fantasy and cosplay that gets lost in the social media literacy of some of these viewers. That is one of the reasons I take a lot of issue with tradwife creators on TikTok who talk about this being the idealized and natural role of a woman. Because although that might be right for you, making that a broad generalized statement can do some real harm to actual women and actual marriages, like in that article.
I just love boys that I love boys that they make it obvious when they actually really like you. I'm over the games. Just tell me you love me and you want to marry me. And we can have I don't know if I want kids, but we can get married. I don't know if I want marriage either. But we can be together and buy a house and get a puppy. Perfect.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll discuss modern women versus traditional wives. We'll also watch a video featuring a feminist claiming that men want to steal the success of women when they're successful entrepreneurs. We invite you to smash that like button. Let's support the movement. Subscribe to the channel. That's the only contribution we ask of you, man. Add your grain of sand to the movement. Leave your experience in the comments for any man who may need it. Without further ado, let's begin.
I'm here to tell you why that whole tradwife trend is absolute bullcrap. I just got off the phone with a friend of mine who has been married for about 15 years now. Before she got married, she got a master's degree in education and a law degree. She met her husband in law school. He wanted a traditional wife. She did not take the bar, and instead they got married. He took the bar. He passed the bar. He became a lawyer, and she became a full-time housewife and later a mom. Times 5. They have 5 children. Okay. Fast forward 15 years, where he has been cheating on her for years. She finally caught him red-handed. She has enough confidence and determination to say, I want a divorce, I'm done. He's walking away with a $300,000+ job that he got, by the way, from one of her mom friends in a mom group, Let's just put that aside. She has nothing. She has 2 advanced degrees, 0 experience. So are they even worthwhile? Are they even worth anything? She has nothing to show for it. And in the last 15 years, what has changed in law and in education? Probably quite a bit. So she is stuck at this crossroads of feeling like she has nothing. And before you say alimony, he is trying to screw her out of everything he possibly can. She cannot keep the house, even though she has primary custody of the children. She can't afford it. She has no job. Absolutely no job right now. And even if she did, there are 5 children. So between drop-offs and pickups at 4 different schools, she has about 3 hours in the daytime when she is not tending to children. So to any woman who is considering that the trad wife lifestyle might be it for you, I encourage you to think about this story. Remember it. And just remember that you as a woman need to have something for yourself. If anything, just for yourself, because you absolutely never know what can happen in life, whether it be divorce, whether it be cheating, whether it be the passing away of your spouse. You have to take care of yourself and put yourself first. You can still love and support your husband and be an incredible wife who takes care of your man, but take care of yourself first.
And then complaining that they're not getting enough of the man's money. And you're like looking at her like, you dingbat. First of all, nobody wants you out here on the dating market. I hate to break it to you. Like, what? Like, you FOMO'd at 50 and you got kids. Like, don't nobody want you. And then on the other side, it's like, you would have had more money if you stayed with him. Okay? If you file for divorce and you don't get a payout, the only people that are going to be advocating for you and being like, no, you need to take him, sis. Get him for everything. Like, those are some toxic women. Like, probably narcissistic women.
My best friend is Korean. Where are you guys from?
Where are you from?
Afghanistan.
Texas?
Where are you guys?
Texas? Was your Korean?
You're Korean, aren't you? All Singaporean?
And I love your. Never mind.
Oh, okay. It's okay. No worries.
Are your glasses taped together?
No, is it cool if I grab your number though?
No.
I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay. No worries.
I'll take it. Like, obviously she's not.
Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley.
Are you from Australia?
No, England. It won't work. It's English number.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it would work.
It won't work.
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's fun. Oh,
Who's this? I have no idea what this girl is.
What's your name? You know me. I'm from Singapore. You're from where? Afghanistan or something?
I have no idea what this girl is. I think I met her. What's your name?
Ashley.
Married. We're getting married. Okay, I love you. Okay, I love you. Bye. Yo, bro, oh my.
Why is tradwife content suddenly blowing up?
Because people my age that were traditional wives are getting divorced and realize that they threw 20 years of optional, available, could have been energy into the workforce, into their future. They threw that away doing laundry and watching their kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't trade staying home with my children for anything. However, I would have insisted on some sort of investment into my future, either by way of a 401k, an IRA, a home in my name, or I would have had to have some sort of side gig where I could have put that on a resume if anything happened to my husband or our marriage. And so people my age, women that are in their 40s and 50s, that have raised their children, who have been traditional wives, are coming forward and talking about the realities of that. Because someone like my grandmother, who couldn't have left her husband no matter what, because she went from high school and her parents into being a stay-at-home wife and mother, she could never have left, ever. And so I, being 51, I am like one of the first or second generations of women being traditional stay-at-home wives who are coming out and saying, don't do this to yourself. And so tradwife content is becoming super popular right now because what's happening is the tradwife is glamorizing staying home and being a homemaker and a stay-at-home mother, which again, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you talk about the fact that if your husband dies, you're screwed, like triple double screwed. I have a family member that if her husband died or left her tomorrow, she would be a stay-at-home wife, broke on her ass with 4 kids and no way to support herself. Or if he died, she's completely screwed. And for all of you out there that say, just marry a really good man, that's great and all, but what if you're sick of this really great man? What if he dies? What if he becomes like incapable of going to work? It's not that tradwife content is extremely popular right now and everyone's being mean. What's happening is that we are the second generation of women coming forward to say, quit being so goddamn stupid and protect yourself. 50% of marriages end in divorce. And while he's making $100,000+ a year, you have no skills, no career, no resume, nothing except for kids and a dog and God knows what else. You'll be living in an apartment while he's got his new 20-something in his penthouse or the family home. So good luck. This content isn't becoming popular because we're mean. This content is becoming popular because you're glamorizing a lifestyle that you have known nothing about. You know nothing about. You're just a baby tradwife, and that's okay too. And by the way, I'm not angry or bitter. I own an island and a Porsche. I have an amazing husband, but don't get it twisted. My kids were eating 99-cent pizzas when I was a single mom. We didn't go on vacation, and we had no money to go to Burger King. It's not bitterness, it's reality. If you get traded in, that's all there is to it. Your entire life is dependent on whether or not he still likes you.
They want her accomplishments to sort of rub off onto them. And then when they feel like they own her, they, dust off their hands and say, okay, I loved that for you. I hope you had fun. Now I need you to shift your focus towards me.
Remember, everything that men accuse us of is what they do. Every single thing they accuse us of is what they are doing or want to do or will do. And Jules just made me realize for the first time, this is another one. This is another example. How many times have we been accused, women, of trying to change a man? That's just what we do. We try to change a man. Now, I am not denying that that's true. Anybody who grew up on A Beauty and the Beast would learn from a young age that, he's a terrible human being who has a whole collection of inanimate objects that are terrified of him that he's holding hostage, who serve him. He throws tables at women, but all he needed was love. And then he's a beautiful prince again. Oh God, I still owe y'all a Beauty and the Beast video. I hate that movie. Groomed us into dating violent men. Anyway, so the point is that they have done such a good job of convincing us that we're the ones who just want to change men. We get with the man and then we try to change him. And again, it's not that that's not true, but what's even more true is that men are the ones trying to change us. Again, like I've said, if you are an independent woman who has her own money, your career is doing well, and you're loving your life, and you're living your best life, you oftentimes have a terrible dating life because you will attract men like she's talking about. I included a link in my caption. Go watch her video. So many men get off on bringing us down and changing us. And they will convince us that, rah, feminism, yay, I love an independent woman, yay, I support your career, yay. And then as soon as you get married or just something happens, you have a baby, that'll change it all. Then all of a sudden, you need to stay home. Bruce Willis did it to Demi, talked about that in a video, at the height of her career. Now all of a sudden, He wants babies and he wants her to stay home and take care of all of them. So many women have thriving careers and are so amazing at everything they do and love their life. And a man will be like, that right there, I want that to destroy it. I want that to change it. I want what she has. I want the good life.
The worst enemy of a woman is another woman. This one is a radical crazy from the purple hair movements, and she has a virulent hatred towards men, simply for existing it seems, because she got married at 40. So it's not like she has experience with men, she just hates them for denying her that experience. But let's get into her speech. She says we are selfish and want to change them, but when a woman gets pregnant, there are studies that say her maternal instinct kicks in, which is why you see so many cats with those who don't have children. There are also studies that show that when a man stays at home, the woman starts to resent him, especially if she doesn't want the responsibility of running the entire household. So how do they expect us to do it? If we support them and stay at home and become homemakers, they hate us. If we tell them to stay, they hate us. She says we see a successful woman and want what she has, so we mess with her to ruin her. We could also say the same about women who only seek successful men to take advantage of their assets because businesswomen are like single mothers. They're at the bottom of the list of women a man wants to marry in the dating market. But let's continue.
And I'm going to marry her to be associated with how amazing she is, to get that social capital that patriarchy rewards them for hitching their wagon to a badass. And then once you're theirs, uno reverso. Now it's all about me, bitch. That's what they think. That's what so many of them do. They try to change us. And they knock us up. And they make us have babies. And they say they're going to be great partners. And then they suck. And a lot of these women are married single moms. Was some of that because of their own poor decision making based on their dad being just like that? Or former trauma? Or being completely lied to right out of the gate about everything that this man actually is. Or lack of education, which is one of the reasons why I make a lot of these videos, to help women see the red flags, help women to take things slow and pay attention and really understand what you're getting. And at the same time, like Jules talks about a lot, Other Mutual Lorraine talks about a lot, I'll tag both of them, the switch up. Just because you're with a man who seems okay with all your success doesn't mean he's not going to do the switch up. Because if this man has not deconstructed patriarchy at all, and if he watched his daddy do the same thing, which so many of these men did, it's his turn to be king. His turn, king baby. And you are here to support that dream. You are not going to be queen because everything in your life is going to be tied to him now. You're going to be exploited for literally everything to help him be you. He wants to be you. He's jealous of you. And now that you're hitched to him, he gets everything about you, everything you've worked for, all, the friend group, the family, all this stuff. And now he's going to get all your labor and all of your dreams. Poof. Now, I know there are plenty of abusive men who have lots of money, control women that way. But I'm telling y'all, there's just as many, if not maybe even more now, because men are so messed up. Even despite the pay inequality and all that stuff, there's so many women who are doing way better than men on their own. And then the worst thing that happens to them is dating. All their ambitions, boom. All their creative energy, all of their dreams, a gun. Because this man's going to suck, turn you into his little domestic servant. The person who gives everything for the children, a man who has all these hobbies outside the home that take up all the time and the money and whatever. And you're going to take care of the kid. And all your dreams are squashed. And they have the audacity to call us the ones obsessed with changing men. I'd say most of our problems, a lot of times, giving men the benefit of the doubt, believing what they say instead of watching what they do, and hoping they will change back into the person that they promised they'd be. But in terms of literally changing somebody, I see men do that way more than women. Women may try, but men, because they have that patriarchy on their side, backing them at every turn, they're the ones who actually change.
Really interesting to see how shocked people are by the term tradwife and how they seem to think it's some new way of living, like it's some unprecedented new trend. Like, have you seen these millennial and Gen Z girls? They just want to be at home with their kids, they want to have husbands, and they want to take care of their husbands, they want to cook, and they want to clean, and they want to wear dresses. It's insane. When in reality, it's literally like the oldest lifestyle in the book. Before this, they were just called stay-at-home moms, and before that, they were just called women. But now our society has gone so far in the feminist direction that anybody who wants to live like a little bit old school and a little bit like how women used to live is fringe, right? Like an extremist. And I just think about how so many of us, since we were little, we were raised in this kind of boss babe feminist society that told us you can be so much more than just a mom. You can be so much more than just a wife. And so many of us listened, and we, you know, tried to climb corporate ladders, and we boss babed so hard. Now, like, we're a little bit boss babed out. And some of us want to go a little bit more back to our roots, to our ancestors, to the women who came before us, and live a little bit more, you know, like they did. Call us crazy, but we like babies. We want to have babies. We want to spend the very few years that we have of them being little with them. We like cooking, we like running a home, we like supporting our husbands and having good marriages. And yes, we also appreciate cute dresses. The audacity. So call them tradwives, call them stay-at-home moms, call them whatever you want. But just know that no matter how much you try and push the career and the boss babe and the feminist lifestyle onto women, there will always be women who naturally want a more traditional lifestyle, just like the billions of women who came before us.
There's a recent trend of videos circulating on here about trad wives, and you know how you don't see women in their 40s and 50s glamorizing that life. And yeah, because it sucks. I was a trad wife, and I never expected that I would be one. I kind of ended up somewhat against my will. Around my 1-year anniversary, I was told, your job is stressing you out too much. You are taking it out on me. It's sabotaging the marriage, and you have to make a choice. I remember where I was sitting, what I was eating when that conversation went down, and the sinking feeling I had. And I didn't want to give up my very successful, high-earning career. But I thought, what kind of person would I be if I chose a job over family? So I chose family. And 10 years later, I realized that it completely destroyed my life. Always keep a job. Always have some sort of way to have an income stream. Get paid for what you're doing. Make sure there are protections. Make sure things get titled in your name. Don't believe the future faking. Don't get your foot out of your career. Take care of yourself. Yeah, it might be nice and fun to take care of your husband, and you can still do that, but always take care of yourself, because the tides turn real fucking fast, especially when they're holding all the cards and they want you to do things a certain way, and after years and years of doing it a certain way, you decide to stand up for yourself. They fall out of love with you real fucking fast. So take care of yourself, always.
Turn the game on, I'll brush your hair, help you put your do-rag on. Want a foot rub, want a manicure, baby, I'm yours, I wanna cater to you, boy.
Red bean. Like I was saying, I think we should just stay friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, you know, I'm just not ready for all that right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Damn. Crispy chicken. You say you cooked there? You did there? Cornbread. Cornbread. Cornbread too? This ain't Jip, this from scratch? Good Lord, shit. And you cook this like this all year round? It stays the same taste like this all year round? Well, I don't know, baby, look. You mind if I take my Air Max off? Look, check this out. I'm gonna take my Amex off for a couple of years because I've been thinking since I've been sitting here eating on this that you might be right. We might do need to get in a relationship because real talk, I've been hungry lately, and these women I've been dealing with, they, you know, this is the taste I've been looking for. So, you want to get married tomorrow? You want to get married tomorrow? Because yeah, that look like that's what's finna happen. I don't want to be single no more. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go and get married tomorrow. And I'm going to bring my little TV and my little VCR that I got, my 4 pair of boxes that I got at the crib with mom, and bring them on over here with you because look like this is my home. Look like I got a phone to have.
Oh my God! Say to me all the time, why don't you make your husband a sandwich? Okay.
A lot of women ask me about what's the difference between boyfriend treatment versus husband treatment. A boyfriend is literally that. He's a boy and he's my friend. I don't owe him anything. With my husband, as is said in this video, I will do anything for him. If it's a sandwich, if it's standing by him, supporting his decisions. You know, when a man is supported by his wife, what that really means is, it doesn't mean that she's in the background. It doesn't mean that she is weak. It means she's literally supporting him. She is powering him. Do you know how powerful female energy is? And if you're powered by a woman who loves you, how powerful that is. I'm not going to spend that or give that or do that for some man who's not chosen me. So if he's chosen me, then I will do that for him. And if he hasn't, that's not my job.
And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.